Outgoing president of the People's National Party and former opposition leader Dr. Peter Phillips has stated that he has no scheduled date nor time to vacate his St. Andrew East Central seat. According to Dr. Peter Phillips, he is holding on to the St. Andrew East Central constituency. He also declared that he is in full support of the new leader of the People's National Party, Mark Golding. It seems like former PNP President Peter Phillips still has a love affair with the St. Andrew East Central constituency. Dr. Peter Phillips has declared that the People's National Party is in excellent hands with Mark Golding, who is the Member of Parliament for St. Andrew Southern, at the leadership helm of the organization. And whilst the leadership transition in the People's National Party has been completed, Dr. Peter Phillips has declared that he has no scheduled timetable to leave his St. Andrew East Central constituency. He further went on to state that Mark Golding has the willingness to listen to different viewpoints. He believes that Mark has a very sharp mind, and he also believes that Mark understands some of the issues surrounding Jamaica's present social and economic situation. He stated that Mark has also accomplished some major achievements and that he is accomplished at handling some of the legal issues and the social questions that arise from Jamaica's present social and economic situation. I think that all of those things would have prepared Mark, and the fact that he has an open mind helps. Dr. Peter Phillips did not answer any questions about the areas to which Golding should give priority as he tries to rebuild the People's National Party. According to Dr. Peter Phillips, I am not going to presume to advise him in that regard. I think every party leader needs to make a determination. I certainly do not intend to intrude on the exercise of Mark's responsibility. Dr. Peter Phillips resigned as president of the opposition People's National Party on September 4th, and this has only caused more questions and speculations that he would soon step aside as the Member of Parliament for the St. Andrew East Central constituency that he has been the PNP's representative for all of 26 years consecutively. In September, as Dr. Peter Phillips made his announcement that he would be vacating his post of opposition leader and that of president of the party, many persons had made statements that they would be interested in being the PNP's representative for his constituency in St. Andrew East Central. There are still aspirants lining up for what is considered to be a safe PNP seat or a People's National Party's stronghold. That perceived sense of impermeability cracked in the 49-14 electoral battle and defeat that the People's National Party had to suffer during the September 3rd parliamentary elections, where this saw several assumed PNP strongholds being flooded by the JLP's tidal wave of green. Dr. Peter Phillips' majority of 759 votes over political newcomer Jodian Mary was his narrowest win in this century, and has shown that there has been a collapse of support that crested 3,000 in the best of times. The Andrew Holness administration has managed to take over St. Mary South East and Portland East from the People's National Party in 2017 and in 2019, and thus many fear that the Jamaica Labour Party may be at odds to win a one-off contest by taking control of some major constituencies that were formerly thought to be PNP safe seats. Dr. Peter Phillips has framed his time frame, his continued layover in his St. Andrew East Central constituency, as a love affair with his constituents. He further went on to state that, "I can't tell you a time. As soon as it is practicable, however." The notion that Dr. Peter Phillips is giving all of us is that he will be staying with his St. Andrew East Central constituency for as long as is possible. Mark Golding took over as the PNP president after securing victory over St. Andrew South Eastern Member of Parliament Lisa Hanna in Saturday, November 7th presidential election. He won by all of 296 votes. Dr. Peter Phillips has acknowledged that he needs to hold discussions with the new leadership of the PNP, and even more significantly, with the leadership of the St. Andrew East Central constituency. Dr. Peter Phillips is a former Minister of Finance, a former Minister of Health, and a former Minister of National Security. He has worked across various areas in different PNP administrations, and he has also had to take into account his personal plans. He further stated that out of all of these concerns, I will arrive at a timetable that hopefully satisfies everyone. Therefore, it seems like he has a time in mind, but it's not a time that he has settled his mind on. He seems to be in love with the idea of continuing to represent the St. Andrew East Central constituency for the People's National Party. Of course, many persons are waiting for him to give a time so that they can easily slip into the constituency and take on the leadership reins. But are they risking a by-election in which the Jamaica Labour Party could take that seat from the People's National Party? Well, leave your comments down below and let us know what do you think about Dr. Peter Phillips' decision not to give a specific time or date in which he plans to leave the St. Andrew East Central constituency. Or is he trying to ensure that he has a place in the People's National Party where he could end up being an advisor to the new leader? I believe that he should be consulted on any matters in relation to the rebuilding of the PNP. I'm sure he has a lot to consider and a lot to offer. Dr. Peter Phillips has managed to make history. He is the only leader of the People's National Party not to have become Prime Minister of Jamaica. He is 71 years old, and he has achieved the status of becoming the only president of the People's National Party who did not become leader of government or not to have won a general elections, having decided to resign from representational politics as the opposition leader and the PNP president in September, and his intentions to leave his St. Andrew East Central seat is also in the air. He has accomplished a lot, however, and nothing should be taken away from him because he did not become Prime Minister of Jamaica. Many persons think that it would be sufficient to define Dr. Peter Phillips' political career by the beating that he took from the Jamaica Labour Party on September 3rd, 2020. But time seems to have simply run away from the outgoing PNP president. No doubt in anyone's mind that he managed to realize his dream of becoming the president of the People's National Party, as he attempted to take the presidential position from Miss Portia Simpson Miller many times. First, it started in 2006, and then he had another challenge in 2008, and he lost both of those. However, he managed to get it after she decided to resign. Now he had to face a challenge from Peter Bunting in 2019, and it was just reflective of his attempts to take the presidential position Portia Simpson Miller in 2006 and in 2008. Prior to that, Dr. Peter Phillips had been very patient, brilliant, hard-working, and a loyal PNP man. He did everything that he was asked to do by all of the PNP leaders, from Michael Manley to Portia Simpson Miller, and he provided outstanding service to government until he was elected president on March 26, 2017, and sworn in as leader of the opposition in 2017 in April. He served as Senator and Minister of State in the Office of the Prime Minister. He was a Minister of Special Projects in the Office of the Prime Minister as well. And he became Member of Parliament for the constituency of St. Andrew East Central in 1994. He was the General Secretary of the PNP from 1991 to 1994 and was Vice President from 1999 to 2008. And it was during that interim that he challenged Portia Simpson Miller for the leadership of the party in 2006 and in 2008. He was also the Minister of Health, the Minister of Transport and Works, the Minister of National Security, and the Minister of Finance and Planning. He has left a great legacy on all of his ministries, and he has had many outstanding achievements in reducing the occurrence of illegalities in his security portfolio. He also managed to modernize the security forces, created the Jamaica Urban Transit Company, rehabilitated the island's road network, and introduced the Jamaica Drug for the Elderly program to subsidize medication for seniors. It was in his stewardship in the finance ministry that he achieved the most and will be remembered the most. He reduced the national debt, thus freeing up spending money, cutting the inflation rate, and winning Jamaica the title as top Caribbean country for doing business in 2015. He has had a very distinguished career, and he should be proud of the legacy that he will be leaving behind. Of course, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let me know if you think that Dr. Peter Phillips should be giving us a set date and time in which he will be leaving his St. Andrew East constituency. And of course, let us know if you are also proud of his achievements over the years, because he has served in many capacities. And let us know if you too believe that he has a lot to contribute to the rebuilding of the People's National Party at this time. Should he be taken on as an advisor by Mark Golding in the affairs of the PNP? Well, thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe. Goodbye.